Dandy, you can hear. Well, you're fairly close, so you can sort of hear the words, and you catch a couple of words. Wow, that was a stumble of tongue.
You critically fumbled your oratory check.
I sure did. I'm just double checking, make sure I have this correct. All right. So, Danny, you think you hear the words activity, maybe the word center, epicenter, something like that, and then you hear the word sapwood. Saye, you hear, in addition to the beating hearts of everyone,
Oh no, Corvine was a zombie too.
And possibly some of their surface thoughts. Depends how far we want to take this crit in perception. No, that did not actually happen.
You're the DC 30.
I'm back.
Welcome back. What you hear the messenger walk up and say to him, "My lord, we think we've discovered the source of that horrible flash of energy, and we think it came from House Sapwood." And which Gear then looked up in like shocked horror and surprise and said, "Are you sure?" And the messenger nods. You caught enough of that, Bai Guang, to extrapolate what might have been said.
Okay.
Danny's already going out the door.
Where are you going?
What? If there's commotion there, I'm gonna go see it.
He looks over at the messenger, who then looks a bit sheepish as Gear narrows his eyes.
It's a reindeer, though.
It's a deer, though.
Sit down.
Well, it works for House Spa. It's rubbing off on her.
Yes. Sit down, Dandy, sit down. So, I'm guessing, as you may have heard, or may have not heard, we think we just found, this... My friend here tells me that, we think we found the source of that weird red flash, and we think it came from the ruins of House Sapwood.
Corvine shoots up.
Tell you what. How would you guys feel about taking a look on our behalf?
I thought you didn't trust us.
I do not have to trust you. This is a perfect opportunity to find out.
He's going back out the door.
Wait, does this includes myself?
Naturally. And Danny, as you head out the door suddenly bursts open. A second messenger comes in. Gear, Lord Gear! There's the gates. They're at the gates. Calm down. Who's at the gates? Sorry, rioters. They're banging at the gate. They're banging at the gates. They're damaging them. What do they want? They're saying that the House Ball did it. That they're the ones behind it.
What sort of ridiculous?
And they're demanding the House Ball step down. See. Gear gets up. Well, this isn't the first time we've become the scapegoats. It won't be the last.
But I'm Tish.
I can't just leave you like this.
Like you said, you're the first. Won't be the first, won't be the last.
Listen here. I am still under your employ, therefore, if you wish, I will take care of the riot.
I was proposing the same thing, no. Sai, I assure you have the right skills to take care of a riot.
He cracks a grin. Why do you think we can play Ontario? Because it's a pretty face?
I'm.
Long snarks.
I
Try-
don't think you have seen everything I can do.
I'll try to talk to them. Is my
He chuckles. I kid. Yes, we're used to dealing with this. It's just I'm sure you've seen, I'm sure you know it, but ever since, well, maybe you haven't actually. Ever since the fall of Winterfrost, the citizens of Rain have been on edge and uneasy. They're well, to be frank, the citizens of Rain are scared. I'll admit, Rain hasn't always been the most politically stable city, and with Winterfrost going down, some of us are afraid that some of the crime syndicates will move in.
Oh, it could be worse. The houses could start fighting over who gets their place.
There's a poignant silence for a moment. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'll try to calm down the riots.
We have this. We have this.
No.
We're used to dealing with this. Miss Winterblood, I do appreciate your effort, but what's going on with House Sapwood is of a greater priority than.
If I may, do we not have to pass through the riot to get to House Sapwood anyway?
They won't bother you. Well, they might cast some few glances at Danny, but he should be able to get by just fine.
And what of Clovine?
She's a reindeer. There's no reason they should give her trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not mentioning the reindeer. I am talking about nobility. If they recognize any part of that, they will turn to her.
The problem is nobility, but it's not her nobility that's the problem, it's ours.
If they see her exit, they will see affiliation.
If they see her
Right.
exit,
If they do see me exit your house, they may presume the Winterbloods are in alliance with your.
he
Turn
shrugs.
attention to both our houses.
Well, I can't blame you for where you're coming from. It does make sense. I mean, arguably speaking, all the noble houses are more or less in alliance with each other anyways. But that's sort of technically speaking.
In fact, they may even go as far as to say that the fall of House Winterfrost was orchestrated by our houses.
Real quick, is the reindeer that reported this still in here?
Yes.
Then
There-
Saya is
yes.
going to turn to the reindeer and ask about how many are out there.
A couple dozen, I think. And it seems like the crowd's getting bigger.
Is there another exit I could use?
The both messengers look towards gear. No, I'm afraid not. But you do, I'll admit, you do present a good point, Miss Winterblood. When people are afraid, they find anything they can to pin things on. And the last thing we need is the populace thinking that the nobles are conspiring against them. Well, what we can do is we can actually kick you out. And if we kick you out, then that will cast any suspicion off of you and further onto us. We're used to
I
dealing
won't
with it, so-
allow that.
This does
No.
not look good for my job.
That would put more harm on you.
He shrugs. We're used to dealing with it.
No.
Alright, well, since you guys are so bound and determined, then I'll go ahead and send Ontario with you. And,
Actually, if
you guys are,
I actually have a plan if this does happen.
if you guys really want to, go right ahead. But just be aware that whatever you do will probably reflect upon us. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of disasters in the past, but
And not going out there as a representative of House Bach.
you're not official representatives of it. But if you guys think you can dispel the crowd, I'm not going to stop you because you guys seem bound and determined to do it.
thank you. Now, anyone who's thinking of charging the crowd with hostility, dismiss that thought.
What? What? That is madness.
That would be madness, yes.
I wasn't thinking of that.
Listen. It is possible to scare them away.
No.
Yes.
If you scare them away, they'll just come back with more numbers.
But it is not House Bach that's going to scare them away. Her antlers start to spark the black lightning that's been happening a bit recently.
Have you gotten out? I mean, how will you make it look like you're not working for them?
By going, perhaps it would be good for you to
You
vocalize it.
sneak out. That happens to be my specialty. Have you even noticed me following you up till now? Throughout most of the time that you have been sent out. From after the pirate ship.
Okay, but I want you to trust me.
The same goes both ways.
Yes. But if you try yours first, then I'll never be able to try to reason with the crowd.
Let's try mine first. I will be unaffiliated. However, you can try yours first because I still have business with the head.
Okay. So, OC,
Yes.
how tall are the walls?
One more time.
How tall are the walls?
These ones are pretty large and imposing. I think I gave a number to them before, but I've forgotten that number.
Uh,
And my notes are gone. So we'll just say they're 100 feet tall.
okay.
Huge, thick walls.
So,
My monk level isn't high enough for that.
is there anywhere in this place that looks like it's in a corner where no one would be looking?
One more time, you died at the end there.
Oh, I said, is there anywhere where it would look like no one was looking? At the walls.
Inside or outside the walls?
Both, preferably.
Outside the walls, there's plenty of nooks and crannies. Like there's a bit of space between the edge of the house and then where the city resumes. Up beyond that, there's plenty of nooks and crannies you can hide in. Plus your ride sitting out there. Then inside, yeah, there's again what you guys saw when you're coming in was basically canon. So there's a few little corners you could stuff yourself into.
Well, I was thinking more of climbing the wall. And climbing down it.
Yeah, you got luck there.
Okay.
They're kind of designed to not be climbed.
Well, I didn't mean actually. Okay, I meant fly over it without being
fly over,
seen.
yeah. Ain't nothing stopping you from flying over.
Without being seen.
Ow!
Also, Bai Guang offers that if anybody needs to get out unseen, he can just make them invisible. Up to 2 people.
But in order to do that, we'd have to open the doors,
Well,
which are being battered.
he shrugs.
So, Sai, you trust me?
She just nods.
We'll go outside and walk it back around to the front entrance. So see, is there any place that people are hopefully not looking at actively? Like maybe the side walls?
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Can
That's-
Sai
that's
help me at
strikes
all?
I think that's going to be the most straightforward answer is for you to make a stealth check. It's pretty much.
Okay.
Does anyone want to give some guidance? Maybe?
Yeah, can Sai give guidance since I'm...
Inspiration?
I can give you inspiration.
I mean,
Oh.
I think you mean Bai Guang can.
Yeah, Baiduan has guidance.
I have inspiration. We
I-
can stack.
You could have guidance and inspiration.
This is important. I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
even if
you
don't
need
want
it.
to.
So, I'm probably also going to be carrying Sai over the wall. By the way.
I give you a word of encouragement.
I would say we may have to do a flashback to what we were going to do.
Nope. We failed the check.
Did we?
Maybe.
That's...
I haven't rolled my stealth yet.
Yeah, that's a plus... That's a 13 to stealth, and that's 22 to stealth.
Because the root of the stealth was being able to fly over without being seen by.
Yes.
I mean, I don't need to fly.
Well, if I understand correctly, Corvine was proposing on carrying Saye over the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just Corvine Sai right now.
Yes. Although, no, there's no need for you to roll. Corvine, why don't you go ahead and roll with advantage?
I mean, you could just become invisible for this part.
Hey, you can turn 2 people invisible.
It's true. You could turn both of them invisible.
It's a waste on me.
All right. The reason I say that is because, all right, first off, to clarify, is Corvine carrying Saye over the wall and into the... Is this happening?
And into what?
Well, you're flying over the wall, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I assume what's your destination?
someplace sneaky outside the wall and then walking back around to the gate.
And you are carrying Sai to do while you do this, correct?
Carrying Sai while I'm going over the wall. And then once we land, we'll get in character and walk over.
So what I will say is, because Sai is being carried, her stealth check, arguably speaking, doesn't matter, because how stealthy she is contingent on how stealthy Corbine is. However, because you rolled so high and you're very good at sneaking, you are able to give Corbine some very pointers about not being seen. So that's what I'm flavoring as why Corbine rolled advantage. It was that between Sai and Corbine, they able to figure out what
Basically, ate another.
Essentially, that's why I turned it into eight another, and then adding the guidance and the inspiration on top of it, which then creates a 22.
Be sneaky! Yay!
Note to self, may as well be able to aid people in stealth by now.
So, as a result, Corvine, you are, because of Sai's guidance, able to fly over the wall unnoticed. And yes, it is straight up because of Sae. You're able to avoid it.
Thank you. I'm not so good at this.
He just stresses her.
Okay, so
yes,
then I'm gonna go to the mob.
Alright. The mob, you
Presumably alone.
notice that there is indeed a mob in front of there's
no
a mob
talking, or
in
did you
front
cut
of
out?
the gates, and you notice here.
Bro,
And you notice that there's more and more sort of like slowly filtering in and joining the crowd. And they're pounding and screaming. Some of them, and you see a few ice shards flying into the walls themselves. And as you approach, you hear a few things such as, we can't trust you nobles. You treat us terribly. Some of them say, why are you even noble? We demand reindeer have power over us, not sheep. Things such as that.
Everyone, calm down. This is not the time for infighting.
Are you saying this while you're flying?
No.
No. This is after landed. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Corbine landed and has approached the crowd on hoof and technically talent.
Technically tall.
I'm still hiding.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I'd like you to give me
A what?
give me either an athletics constitution check. This check is to see if you're loud enough to be able to shout over the crowd. And then, of course, a persuasion.
Yay!
Well, athletics or that said, you rolled low enough.
Or what?
Athletics or Constitution.
Oh. I probably should have rolled Constitution. Then I'd have
That said,
6.
you very quickly realize that your voice isn't loud enough.
Do you want Baiguan's charm then?
So essentially, you are allowed a second roll.
Never. Could Baiguan fail this and make it worse? Or
Okay,
No, it would be a matter of if they save against my spell.
and if they succeed the save?
Then they probably saw some weird colors in the sky and don't know what happened. Be hiding.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Yay!
All right.
It's the one time I don't.
It's always great when you roll a 3.
Yeah, for real. All right. You managed to catch the attention of several people in the crowd. They turn around and one of them shouts, "Who are you?" with a few other like why should we listen to you and so on and so forth.
I'm just another reindeer, but do you really think that this could be done by a single family?
Well, why not? We don't know what they do. They sit there and hide inside their walls all day long. We don't know what they're up to. For all we know, they could be poisoning our water supply. Have you ever seen a sheep do anything good for the city? No, you haven't. You ever seen them leave their walls? No, they just sit there and issue orders over us like they somehow have the right to command us.
I've seen Dandy.
What? What about Dandy?
He's a sheep. He does good.
One person's like, "Who's Dandy?" And they're like, "Hi, I know that guy." And I'll have pizza if you would like. Well, I don't really see how. Never mind. I can't really see how Amber will be able to be there unless you can somehow climb in an unclimbable wall. Anyways, and then climb back down again.
Or slip through the door while people aren't painting on it.
But this is also true. I suppose you could roll stealth to slip outside on this somehow.
Yeah,
That's my original plan.
if enough people are distracted by Corwin, then maybe that will work.
I can give you guidance to help sneak out.
And one of them shouts back, "Yeah, he's a gladiator. He fights things for a living. These guys sit here and pretend like they have some sort of noble blood in them, and they're all like, you need to pay taxes. They're freaking sheep. They have no right to tell us what to do." Besides,
To say that they're poisoning the sky? That's a
water
little
supply.
insane.
I don't know. The point is we don't know what they're doing. We have no idea they're doing anything good for a raid. They're probably just sitting there in their giant rooms eating food all day long. They probably don't even know we exist. Like I said, when's the last time you saw a sheep out in the city? One of their house out in the city doing good. Huh? I'll tell you when the last time it was. Never!
It probably has been a long time, but
See?
is that really a reason to attack them?
Well, the other house has crumbled. They aren't protecting us. They're not doing anything. The other houses, sure, they're useless. Yeah.
So I sent a quick message to Corvine that all it says is, "Don't say anything stupid."
That is the
For
best
mine size.
emotional support.
You.
Down with house ball! Down with false nobles!
Perhaps your attention should be turned to the ones who can actually do such atrocities.
One of them turns ugly, and who's that? Who are you talking about?
Which house is known for dark magic?
Well, none of them are known for dark. Where are you getting at?
Have you forgotten?
A couple of them look between each other and look back at you.
The house that most would not name. Sapwood.
Well, they're crumbling ruins. There's nothing left of them.
There may be nothing left of the building, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all their work is gone.
Right. What if the sheep held onto it? You're right. That's probably what they did. They probably raided House Sapwood and stole all their stuff. Yeah, that's why they're not. That's not why they're not doing anything. Ah!
That doesn't make any sense.
Roll me 3 persuasions real quick.
Well, that one's bad. That one's good. That one's bad.
Wow, the dice are not being nice to you. Alright.
I mean, at least it's above the average for a regular person.
So just to streamline this a little bit, so as the other players get an opportunity to
Yeah,
do
sorry.
things. Your goal, what ideally speaking, what would you like to have? What is your goal at the moment? Aside from
goal-
I see what the goal is.
The goal is to either disperse them or to send them to the sapwood area to aim at the actual target.
Gotcha.
Whichever one seems easier.
As you mentioned, House Sapwood, there's some of them shouting that that maybe some are like, well, why did that ever happen? Some recall horror stories of the night. You're beginning to hear a lot of chatter, and it appears the crowd has changed from trying to bash the door down to now they're talking to each other, and you're suddenly beginning to sense almost a sort of a fear coming back, and now the populace is sort of like backing away from the wall. And eventually what comes to is the crowd does eventually disperse, but when they do so more out of a, maybe this is maybe we shouldn't mess with them because we don't know what's happening here. So it's more of they disperse because out of a fear of the unknown, and they all sort of head home to go buy themselves magic charms to protect themselves against bad juju.
Okay.
After several moments, once the crowd is dispersed, the front door opens and Ontario is there, and Gear is not far behind him. And Gear sort of walks out and glances left and right. Well, they're gone.
Practice, you're making a bunch of noise.
The good news
Ah, crap.
is that they're gone. The bad news is that there may be allegations about your house having raided the Sapwood house after its destruction.
I see. Well, at least there's no blood this time, so that's good.
Yes. Hopefully, this ended up well. I'm
Well.
not too sure myself.
It'll just be another rumor on the pile. Well, thank you. I'll admit, you die. Hey, oi! Who's cheeky and put the blood there? Who was that?
Didn't fire my arrow, I swear. Which I actually should have done to get over the wall.
Well, you did do it. You did it relatively peacefully. So,
So, how high are these walls?
I'm
100
gonna
feet.
say, yeah. Sorry,
100 feet.
we can't use feet in this. I forgot about that.
20 squares.
Thank you. 20 squares.
It's probably not safe to jump.
Not you. No, not really.
Any
Am I sure
halfway
we
point?
fire that high? Yeah, Mike.
I'll jump.
Definitely fire
I'll
that
jump
high.
on this thing.
Disadvantage, but
I'll jump on this thing and jump down like there or something.
Well,
That
how did you get up there to begin with?
Jumping.
good. Magic.
Magic.
You're asking Dandy how he got somewhere.
Well, I could ask. I wouldn't be able to ask that question if he was a full-blooded rogue or monk. Mostly a monk, because monks don't care.
except I'm a rogue and a monk.
At that point, you just ask them, like, they tell you where they are, and then you just, I guess that's where you are now.
Okay.
Either way, I jump somewhere. I jump down. And take.
with a bamf.
Well, you've jumped quite
Whoa.
profoundly.
And now I'm here. Now I'm here with
Still
the crowd. Crowd, maybe?
No,
No.
the crowd
No.
is dispersed.
Well, with Corvine and everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't see
That's
right here.
Oh, I saw. I caught her.
No, I'm 22 still.
Well, besides, she's
Mm.
actually out in the city. Hold on. She's actually like out chilling out in the city or something like that.
Oh, she just left.
No, I was waiting by the gate.
Oh, were you?
Like outside by the gate.
Yep, I don't see her.
That's where I was during the whole conflict.
Yeah. Sai went over the wall with Corvine and is on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. And it's hiding just beyond their sight, so that way.
Well, I'm still not.
So that way she could be Plan B, essentially.
Even if I could see her, right?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Corvine's talking.
We're here.
Yes. Oh. Well, I guess that's that. By the way, he turns to walk back in. You guys shouldn't find. I don't know why, or I don't know how we just pretty much destroyed everything there. But he stops for a second and glances behind him. If you guys see anything over there, for the good of the general public, please don't tell anyone. Trust me, there are certain secrets that are best left unknown to the public.
Why? Why? Why are some secrets supposed to be hidden?
You saw why, Miss Corvine.
Riots. Of course, that reveals her.
Imagine what would happen if that turned violent and citywide. You have a good heart, Miss Winterblood. One that is unhardened by years of nobility. I kind of envy
The
you
years
for
of
that.
nobility says the.
It says one noble to the other noble.
No, years of 1 year old. He's a.
But yes,
Oh yeah,
please.
year of nobility. To the
I-
noble who is years older than he is.
I'm actually pretty sure they're much older than that. Like, I think they actually are in like 30s, but I don't remember because I don't have the original document.
Months of nobility.
Which is a real shame because I really could use that information.
30s
Oh,
isn't
well.
a thing.
Since Corvine's a reindeer and thus or reindeer quote unquote and thus is much older.
Corbin and I are the oldest in the party.
Besides, Miss Winterblood, he glances over.
I don't know if I
I
want
think
to
your
see.
family understands the necessity of secrets now.
She looks at him oddly.
Anyways, if you'll excuse me, I have business I need to attend to. Lunch to finish. Thank you. Thank you for dispersing that crowd. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Get out some more.
That he heads back inside.
Wait. Let's see. That palace. Forgot about it.
What?
These words.
Where'd you learn Pegasus swears?
So
She inherited them.
Someone has to do it.
True. We're woefully devoid of Pegasus squares now.
Sigh. Thank you for trusting me. I know it must have been hard.
Something we both must learn to do for each other. Wasn't that shit done it? I'll just talk to him later. Okay.
Ontario, who's also there, sort of looks at you like, well, show's over. Get out.
That's
Pardon, I
rude.
still have a meeting, but yeah.
Right.
Fine, the rest of you get out.
That's. Could you be a little nicer, Ontario? Please.
No.
They did just disperse the crowd in front of your gates.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
Well, I tried.
Go, shoot, get out. And
So where now?
Sapwood, apparently.
Yeah. Also, Dandy is still openly carrying
carrying his what?
his gourds.
Very nice.
Well, unless you want to go to
Snowdawn?
Snowdawn.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Vesper's house?
Yes.
Let's go back.
Let's go.
House Vesper.
Base of operations.
We'll park the carriage. It'll become a new room.
Park the carriage in the bedroom.
Just the
We should probably
well-
stop to House Snowdawn before we go to Sapwood.
Let's see. Take a look at that map.
Perhaps the Snowdawns will know more about what we're getting into.
Which color was snowed on?
Snowdawn is actually at the end. Is at the edge of the map. There's that blue
Oh yeah.
thing
Yeah,
at the end.
Sapwood is right in the district right next to us, and Snowdawn is at the far end of where we are.
It might be more efficient to go to Sapwood first.
Either way.
I think time right now isn't something we have much of.
Baiguang would be urging Snowdawn much more if he hadn't already been that Vixen isn't there right now.
All right,
Sorry,
so you
I
guys
saw
heading.
something.
So where are you guys headed?
It sounds like we're going heading to Snowdawn. Or, well, we're doing Sai's meeting, and we're heading to Snowdawn.
But we are going to Snowdawn after all.
Oh, okay.
Well, quick group
Either.
vote. Dan, do you want to go to Snowdawn or Sapwood?
Vespers, I mean Sapwood.
Oh, you want to go
Alright.
to Sapwood?
Yeah, let's go Sapwood.
Baiguang, do you want to go to Sapwood or
Cool.
Snowdawn?
I was figuring Sapwood just because it's like immediately adjacent to where we are right now.
Oh, it is? Okay. Then I guess Sapwood makes sense.
Also,
Corvine.
I'm going to go out on Sapwood.
Sapwood.
All right, Corvine, where do you want to go?
Corvine, did you change your
Sapwood.
name?
All right,
What
Peter,
do
do
you
you want to go? Do you want to go to Sapwood or you want to go over to Snowdawn?
What do you mean, did I change my name?
Yeah, you just change your name just now to something different, and then like
No.
change it back to Cor. Illusions. I blame Scorch.
Snowdawn, as in like. Yes. Snow Dawn is as a refresher. They are the noble house that deals with magic and magical stuff. It's known that they used to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's public knowledge that they used to be like a college of the arcane way back when the old monarchy existed, but it stopped being a proper college of the arcane when the monarchy dissolved, and now they're just a house that accepts pupils and teaches them, and then puts them back out into the larger world. It's kind of their main contribution to
Normal.
society.
Normal mage stuff.
So then the question is, do you want to head straight to Sapwood, which is right next to where you guys are, and investigate that whatever happened, or you want to head to Snowdawn first and possibly ask them about what happened or whatever else? So far, everyone else has voted Sapwood, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to get what your vote is. If you want to go to Sapwood or you want to go to Snowdawn.
Are you asking Amber?
Yes. I'm asking Pizza and Pizza / Amber which way she'd like to go. She'd like to go investigate House Sapwood right away, or if she'd like to go visit Snowdawn noble family before heading over to Sapwood. All right, cool. Then we will go ahead and call that session there, and then pick up more or less heading to Sapwood. So thanks, everyone.